presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Kings taking on the Pelicans. For Sacramento, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Pelicans, Kings. Tip-off coming up next. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. That's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for De'Aaron Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Williamson. And it's Graham in at the 1. And for the Kings, to the point with Hield to his side, they're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Thompson. And it's Bagley in at the center position. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And it's Ingram missing. Graham against Hield. Pelicans with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Here's Fox, and the rejection by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now here's Williamson. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers. Out to Ingram, over Hield, and it's Ingram missing.
It's just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Hield can't hit. The Pelicans have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Ingram against Fox, and that one's good. Ingram.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Kings have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Barnes outside. Connects from three-point range.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer, and with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Graham. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Oh, strong defensive presence who doubles as a reliable scoring option. Valanciunas is a complete big man.
And making an immediate impact in this league. Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Here's Ingram, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And with Ingram's long limbs, it's hard to stay in front and defend without fouling.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Up top, Fox. Graham defending, and Fox gets it to go.
Well, I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
Now here's Ingram. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. From deep. And it's Ingram missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
No good from Valanciunas.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Barnes looking around. Ingram against Fox. Bagley. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Graham. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to Ingram. Puts up a 3. That shot off. So the Kings will take it the other way.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Hield can't hit.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
We're not used to seeing a guy as big as Williamson with that quick of a first step.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
So much pressure on Williamson to be a legend out of the gate. He has Hall of Fame tools, but you have to give him time to refine those.
And both free throws good for Williamson. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That is his first foul of the game. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 1. Fox dishes to Bagley. Fox against Graham. Lock at 6. Over in the corner, Barnes. No good on the triple. Stolen by Thompson. Barnes against Williamson. The drive by Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And never the star some predicted coming out of North Carolina, but Harrison Barnes still a quality wing in our league.
Oh, yeah, GA. I mean, mostly a straight line driver. I like him playing off the ball, spotting up and diving when the opportunity presents itself.
That's good from Barnes. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
New Orleans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Terrence Davis, he's checked in for the Kings.
One shot.
That free throw good from Hayes. And here is Davis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Hield attacking. Nice D from Valanciunas.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Hayes the pass to Ingram. Over Hield. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Hayes. Ingram's got 6 points.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
The Kings trail by 4. Now Hield. 26 points for him last game against Memphis. Now here is Davis. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Graham. That one a little long. Pelicans leading by 4. In the corner, it's Ingram. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. He's got 8.
That's just great work inside. Ingram showing the tool set.
Davis with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To halt the run. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Graham against Davis. Graham, the pass to Hayes to the right side. Williamson from long range. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. 6-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They kept chucking from distance, and ultimately it was their undoing. A disappointing result.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Barnes. 5 points in the game. From deep three-point range, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's the break. Here's Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Back to Graham. A double clutch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Holmes finds Len. Barnes outside. Kings moving the ball around. Halliburton passes to Holmes. And here's Halliburton to end the drought. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift from his hands. And then we all know how it ends.
Davis looking for an opening.
I got the help outside.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
As to Williamson. Inside. The shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. And Davis wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out. I thought they looked overmatched. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Halliburton. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Len. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The Kings trail by 15 to the middle. Here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And the Pelicans with possession here. The Kings getting the bucket. 5 on the clock. Hart kicks to Williamson. Misses the 3.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Barnes. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 13 to the inside. Satoransky, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Here's Davis, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Holmes. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Inside. Williamson against Holmes. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Holmes. Nadu, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And a change for the Pelicans. Garrett Temple has checked in for Satoransky. The Kings trail by 12. Davis drives in. Off on the layup.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. New Orleans leading by 10. Here's Temple. Williamson trying to free himself up. Temple can't get it to go.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Now, here is Halliburton. Defense right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holmes. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson is...
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
The Kings trail by 10. And here's Halliburton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. First free throw is good. Good on both. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's Temple. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Williamson left side. Passes to Hart. Poked away. Pass to Halliburton. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That is his first foul of the game. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Zion Williamson. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Back to Davis. Here's Medu. Hernan Gomez covering. Holmes wide open. He fires. Misses off the left iron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Clearly a foul.
The Pelicans have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento, trailing by 10. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
Looking now at some numbers for Zion Williamson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Now, here is Halliburton. 5 points in the game. Three-pointer, Hield. The shot comes out. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Temple kicks to Hernangomez. And he banks in the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kings have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. To the middle, here's Medu. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Valanciunas, good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Kings have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, yeah. You better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. Because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
The first one falls.
And we all know that Hart plays superb defense. Now, the next step is becoming a more consistent offensive player.
Sacramento making some changes. Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Thompson in for Medu. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hield can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Ingram, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings.
Slithering into the lane with such ease. I mean, when Ingram is aggressive, it forces the D to act.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram, possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
Both free throws good for Ingram. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
And here's Halliburton. He has 5. And it's Bagley at the elbow to stop the run. And Valanciunas with the block. Ingram passes to Graham. And the Pelicans get it back. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. Taking a look at New Orleans, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at where the Pelicans are, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Ingram, with those long strides, devouring the distance to the cup.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside, Davis. Hield finds Bagley. Now, here is Halliburton. There's the pass to Thompson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
New Orleans leading by 23. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Graham. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Down low, here's Thompson. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Thompson is a strong big man. He's amazing at fending off defenders.
Graham kicks to Hayes. Davis against Ingram. Back to Hayes. Hart the pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Here's Halliburton. He has 5. Hield outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
You have to commend the tenacity of Hill, earning the trip to the foul line there.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Both free throws good from Hield.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
From the high post, Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 10.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hield outside. Over Hayes, trying to get open as Thompson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
A pure scorer. I mean, the key, as always, is confidence. When Ingram plays with this, he's capable of taking over.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 5. Outside, Bagley. He dishes it to Hield. Stolen by Satoransky. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Hield. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Passes it to Halliburton. Graham against Barnes. Here's Bagley. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Williamson sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Halliburton, that's good.
I like seeing Hill share the ball. How great instincts on offense. He finds guys well.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Fires from the wing. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Thompson. The pass to Halliburton. Tries again. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Ingram. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 6 assists here tonight. This Kings squad is struggling. Timeout called by the Kings. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
And the Kings making a change here. Madu's checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Len passes to Halliburton. Back to Len. Three-pointer on the way. And it's Ingram with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ingram drawing the double team. Right wing. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Barnes has gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Satoransky in the corner. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Satoransky's got his second basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Kings shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
He was hoping to avoid a third foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Halliburton.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
He hits both from the stripe. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Graham, the pass to Williamson. Back to Graham. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson kicks to Graham. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
To the paint. Here's Len. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Halliburton passes to Len. Healed against Satoransky. Satoransky grabs the miss.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Graham with the bucket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count it. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Hernan Gomez passes to Graham. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And for Sacramento, their shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 11. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Plays it in off the breakaway. Halliburton's got 13.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Barnes against Ingram. Pass to Graham. Here's Satoransky. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
And Shaq, what do you think about Sacramento?
That was very undisciplined half of basketball they just played. You can see it in all the points they gave up at the free throw line. Listen, I don't mind the aggressive attitude, but they took it too far with all the silly, crazy fouls.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Bagley, and it's Fox in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Graham surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Young legs. Ingram getting off the ground before the D can react.
The Kings shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Now Fox. On the wing, Barnes. No good on the 3. Well, for New Orleans, shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Graham, the pass to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Thompson finds Fox. Outside, Bagley. Back to Fox. Barnes outside. Here's Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't think Thompson is outstanding at using his body? Look at this, a muscular presence who picks up fouls well.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
He doesn't get the second one.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Fox dishes to Hield. Thompson, high post. Outside, Fox. Lobbed up there for Barnes.
He's so hard to guard and screen the rolls. I mean, Fox uses his unpredictability to his advantage. Nice pass there.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Passes it to Ingram. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Davis is checked in for Heel. Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Fox against Graham. Pass to Thompson. Bagley in the post. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
When Bagley plays with this type of intensity, he's a handful, which in turn makes the defense uncomfortable.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint.
Take a break.
I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
The first one falls.
And there's no question that Bagley has a ton of talent. Now it's up to him to meet his potential.
And so Bagley nails them both. Graham with the ball. 12 points for him. Inside. He's guarded by Davis. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
I mean, big finish by Zion. Expect him to spend a lot of time at the rim throughout his career.
The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Nobody near Barnes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Graham, the pass to Valanciunas. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And Thompson throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Look at Thompson run the court, showing great athleticism in the open floor.
And here is Graham. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. The second chance effort and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. And the first one at the line is good. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. New Orleans also making some changes. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Williamson. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Devontae Graham. Hayes hits them both. Here's Fox. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Taken away by Hayes. The pass to Temple. 6 to shoot. New Orleans moving the ball around. Hart, no good. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, this is the grit and grind Valanciunas gives you. I mean, someone that isn't going to give into the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Kings making a change here. Halliburton's checked in.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Ball stolen. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's guarded closely. Now, here's Holmes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Halliburton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Pass to Hart. And here's Hayes, guarded by Holmes. And Valanciunas kicks to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Barnes. Over Temple. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Covered by Barnes. Here's Valanciunas. And the 3 off target. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Halliburton. Uncovered. And the shot is long. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's Temple, covered by Barnes. Temple, the pass to Hart. To the wing right side. Now Valanciunas. It's hauled in by the Kings. Holmes got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to the right wing. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got 16.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for his shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
The dish to Temple. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Temple.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Temple. And Sacramento has possession. Now Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
He's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking. More ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And guys, I've heard that Fox honed a lot of his basketball skills by playing NBA 2K. What up, Fox? Well, check it out. He learned the art of the pick and roll off ball screens, and he says that he's just about unbeatable at that game, too. Hey, Fox, I got you, baby. We can play anytime you want to.
He hits the second from the line. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. 5 to shoot. Temple, the pass to Valanciunas. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. And he's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Davis with it. Dishes it to Fox. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, to deal with the bigger defenders in the NBA, Fox had to learn the floater. I mean, as you can see, he learned it pretty well.
Satoransky against Fox. Here's Hart. 5 points in the game. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Yeah, again, just lackluster transition defense.
New Orleans dictating the flow. Here's Temple down low.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Here's Davis. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 15 rebounds here tonight. And here is Satoransky. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And Valanciunas kicks to Hart. Here's Satoransky. They get it again. Valanciunas. Good work defensively by Holmes. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The wide open look here for Fox. Great positioning on the putback. Medu's got his second bucket tonight.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Now the pass to Temple. Land against Valanciunas. And again, no good by New Orleans. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some changes for Sacramento. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Hield subbed in for Terrence Davis. The Pelicans also changing it up. Williamson comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ingram in for Garrett Temple. Here's Fox. Here's Len. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The first free throw is good. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Pelicans. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And in spurts, you can live with Hernangomez at the 5.
Yeah, you can. He's got that old school game, GA, that back to the basket game. He plays with physicality, toughness, he competes, and you can typically count on him to make the right basketball play.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Kings. Halliburton comes in for Fox. And that one falls for Graham. So he gets them both. 1:22 left to play in the third.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Halliburton. Both good from the line that time. We've got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Graham. 14 points for him. Williamson, the pass to Graham. Back to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. That one drops for him. Hernangomez has got 6.
Now, once Satoransky sees the open man, he gives it away. He knows how to run an effective offense.
Now, here is Halliburton. Graham defending. And it's Halliburton missing. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Out to Ingram. A three-pointer off the mark. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
This is how you run the break. Hill knowing exactly where to run and gets rewarded for it.
The Pelicans shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Ingram passes to Williamson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Ingram. Out left to the wing. Shoots it up. And that one's good, Williamson. And that's 17 points for Zion Williamson.
Nice rhythm. Nice release. Williamson is making strides with the jumper.
And a deep three from Heel. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New Orleans on top, running away with this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Devontae Graham. And it's a one-do in at the small forward spot. Halliburton. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Alexander Walker. Sinks the three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for New Orleans. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Healed outside. Pass to Halliburton. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
And that game against Milwaukee, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Three-pointer healed. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Pelicans shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Here's a one-do. Defended by Harkless to the left side wing. Here's Alexander Walker. No good there. Good D by Heel. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Passes it to Alexander Walker. To the middle, stolen by Len. Healed outside. And another three for Sacramento.
And it's looking like he got his long-range touchback after the break. I mean, that's his second three of the half after none in the first.
Pass to Alexander Walker. The pass to Hernan Gomez. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Here's Healed. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Can't capitalize inside.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience. And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Now, here is Halliburton. Tight defense on him. The teardrop falls in. Halliburton's got 20 points.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Pass to Marshall. To the wing right side. Here's a 1-2. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Chris, you look at last year's all-defensive first-teamers. 4 out of 5 of those guys were 6'10" or taller. Clearly, size is an advantage.
Yeah, size or at least length. I mean, long arms, you know, with that comes blocks, steals, and deflections. You know, as long as you can move your feet, though, bigger is better.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Here's a 1-2. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's Bagley in the corner. No good from outside.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he makes the first. Some changes for Sacramento. Medu, he's checked in for Bagley. Davis is subbed in for Heel. And New Orleans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. He's off on the second. Chris, you had some great battles with those guys in the 2020 Hall of Fame class, like Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. I know you're going to join them in Springfield in the Hall of Fame soon as well.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. It was an honor playing against these guys. You know, when you think about Kobe and the Mamba mentality, as a friend, you just miss that competitive spirit, and it was an honor to call him an opponent and a friend. Tim Duncan, you had to be prepared when you went up against him and his great Spurs team. And same with Kevin Garnett, just energy and passion, and one of my favorite players of all time. So it was an honor playing against them and an honor to call them friends.
New Orleans making a switch here. Temple's checked in. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Halliburton. Over to the left wing. Fades away. Here's Davis. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. First one falls for him. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 16-7 run. Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because now I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well, and I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. It's deflected. Now Graham. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Bagley. And stolen by Williamson. Down low. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
And here's Halliburton. Here's Thompson. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
Graham kicks to Ingram. Over in the corner, Williamson. Ball's knocked loose to the left wing. And Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
That one goes in. Halliburton's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Graham with the ball. Out guarded by Hield. Stolen by Thompson. Barnes against Williamson. Barnes passes to Halliburton. Buries it from three-point range. Halliburton's got 9 points in the quarter.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half. 3rd overall.
Graham kicks to Williamson. Valanciunas inside. Working on Bagley. Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again. The Kings trail by 19. Hield with it. Good on the bucket.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And so Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. And the pass to Williamson. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy told the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Pass to Harkless. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Halliburton. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 11 rebounds in the game. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. The Kings making a switch here. .136 left here in the fourth quarter. Graham with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Healed outside. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New Orleans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Valanciunas.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
Clock at 2. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.